Now followed then by Shady Daisy towards the outer, then Moonlit Potter. Miss Hunky Dory is trying to get a little bit closer as well. So they're making the descent. They'll be swinging for home very shortly inside the final half mile. 2 more flights of hurdles left to jump. And it's Ask Lileen who leads by a couple of lengths to Bluella Brazil, who's been pretty prominent throughout. Follow Ango's now looking for a way through, and now Isabel Williams trying towards the left as we look at them. Then Moonlit Potter, who's in 4th position. They've just now gone on a little bit. Chase Park is making interesting headway from the back. Second last flight, Ask Lileen and Bluella Brazil. And it's Bluella Brazil who now comes through to just about take it up. Ask Lileen, who's in 2nd. Follow Ango's got clear running in 3rd. Then Moonlit Potter in 4th. Inside the final furlong and a half they go. And it's Bluella Brazil and Ben Jones who's come through to take it up now. Follow Ango's got a bit of a fight on here. Ask Lileen is trying hard, but she's got 2 lengths to fight. The leader bungled over that final flight. Bluella Brazil, she still leads, but Follow and Go is now building up ahead of steam. Bluella Brazil, Follow and Go, and Moonlit Potter's flying home as well. Terrific finish to the opener. Follow and Go, Moonlit Potter, very tight. Follow and Go, Moonlit Potter, wouldn't like to call it. Bluella Brazil has run a very good race in 3rd. 4th horse home, Ask Lileen. Appears to be pretty confident in the saddle as they start to make the swing for home. Just over 3.5 furlongs left to go. Dominic's Fault the leader. Yellow Star in 2nd. Be Aware has now moved into 3rd as Il Reef begins to flounder in 4th spot. The rest are well beaten off. Down towards the second last flight of hurdles they come. Dominic's Fault, Yellow Star in between the pair now. Be Aware, they're well on from Il Reef. Down towards the penultimate obstacle now. Yellow Star had a bit of a look at it. Dominic's Fault now under pressure, and Be Aware has got between the pair of them now, and it's Be Aware that just about comes through to take it up. To Yellow Star in 2nd, Dominic's Fault in 3rd. Long run between the second last and the final flight of hurdles. Be Aware just having a bit of a think about things, a little bit head in the air as they come towards the final flight. Still leads by a length or so to Yellow Star in 2nd, who jumped it well and professionally, and it's Yellow Star now the near side for Niall Houlihan, who's found a bit more. Be Aware, a trifle green in the closing stages, is trying to battle back as they race up towards the line. Yellow Star and Be Aware, it's going to be tight, but Yellow Star's held on. Be Aware in 2nd, then in 3rd was Dominic's Fault. It's going to be tight for 4th in the end. Il Reef is very tired, and Henry's brother Jack is staying on to claim the hill. And it's Wider Galley, Jubilee Express, who's recovered from that error, but how much has that taken out of the horse? In between the pair, Max Dynamo racing in 3rd. The rest are all being driven along. The front 3 going better than the rest of them at the moment, although Move the Chains is getting a little bit closer, but there's quite a bit of work to do from there as they make their way down the hill and go inside the final half mile very shortly. Jubilee Express 3 wide, right up the inner Wider Galley. Max Dynamo in between the pair. Move the Chains continues to stay on. Has got about 4 or 5 lengths to find. It's hard work for Caelan Quinn, but the horse is responding. They've swung for home. Jubilee Express and Wider Galley. Wider Galley, the blue colours with a white cap. To Jubilee Express there. The Diablo in 2nd as they come towards the 3rd last. Wider Galley with a sheepskin noseband got it a bit tight. Jubilee Express has recovered from that error and jumped that well. These two have now just paired off a bit from Max Dynamo. Move the Chains is plugging on. Down towards the 2nd last. Wider Galley jumps into the lead there to Jubilee Express in 2nd. They're well clear of a tired Max Dynamo. Move the Chains is moving into 3rd, but got a lot to do to catch the leading duo. Final fence, Wider Galley, Jubilee Express, they land almost as one. Wider Galley the far side for Brendan Powell. Jubilee Express the near for Sam Twiston Davies. Inside the final furlong they go, and it's Wider Galley who is responding now. Leads by a length and a half. Jubilee Express though is battling back. Wider Galley, Jubilee Express racing up towards the line. Wider Galley jumped well and won. Jubilee Express has finished in 2nd. Move the Chains, a gallant 3rd under the big weight. 4th horse home, Max Dynamo. Then Vintage Icon, the rest are strung out all over Surrey, making their way down the hill now. And it's Engaging Sam that leads. High Rico on the inside. Major Fortune now moves into 3rd spot. Those Noel Feely Racing colours. The white cap getting a good bit closer now. Then Bampton Star and Elfried, who's driven along. And Vintage Icon has run a big race at a massive price. Starting to make the swing for home now. High Rico just about the leader. Engaging Sam in 2nd. Major Fortune, though, seeking this 3-timer, is still travelling very strongly indeed. Followed then by Bampton Star and Elfried. They've swung for home. 2 more flights of hurdles left to jump. Just under 3 furlongs left to run in stamina sapping conditions. High Rico and Engaging Sam. High Rico the far side, the cheek pieces. Engaging Sam the check jacket. Here comes Major Fortune as well, who jumps into a very close 3rd and is still travelling very strongly indeed. Long run between the 2nd last and the final flight, and Major Fortune is still barely out of 3rd gear. The other two being rowing along for a while now. Engaging Sam in 2nd, then High Rico is battling on, and and staying on his Bampton Star, but it's Major Fortune that comes to the last, still travelling very strongly. Engaging Sam is battling on Major Fortune, wasn't entirely fluent at it, but is still travelling extremely strongly, and inside the final half furlong they go. This has been a very easy assignment in the end for Major Fortune. The rest really struggling behind, this one just cantering over the line. Major Fortune completes the hat-trick in style to, in second position, Bampton Star. Engaging Sam finished in third. Fourth horse home, the gallant High Rico. Sticking on at the one pace as they start to make the swing for home. There are three more fences still to be jumped, and it's Clonakilty who's still travelling eye-catchingly well. To Sherborne, who also is going quite nicely in second. These two both appear to be, even in this ground, still quite full of running. Grizzly James staying on the black sleeves over on the far side, followed by King of the West. Clonakilty jumped the third last in front. Sherborne is now being driven along a bit more vigorously. Clonakilty and Sherborne, little to choose between them as they come to the second last. Clonakilty just, Sherborne though is a persistent threat towards the left. So Clonakilty that checks the far side. The near side as we look at them, Sherborne down towards the final fence now. It's Clonakilty extending by length and a half to Sherborne, who was awkward at it and rather slipped on landing, and now inside the final furlong they go, and it's Clonakilty, kept out of what looked quite a strong gallop in the early stages. It is now charging away as they go deep inside the final furlong. Clonakilty for Sean Bowen well and truly back, and it's going to be tough to hold out in this championship race, you'd have thought, riding like this. Good win from Clonakilty, beautifully ridden. In second position, King of the West. Third horse home was Sherborne, and in fourth are staying on strongly Grizzly James. A little bit closer, but has been hard at work to do so. And Uncle Arthur is at the back of the field, but it's just over land in the hands of Freddie Gingell, who leads by about 3 lengths as they make the swing for home, with 2 more flights of hurdles left to jump, and now just around 3 furlongs left to run. Just over land, the leader, still with a healthy advantage to Atreides, who's driven along in second. Then in third, Activist, and the other two, Tara Iti and Uncle Arthur, are well beaten off. Down towards the second last flight they come, just over land, still with a good advantage over Activist, who now moves into second again. A terrific leap from just over land. It's like he's just started. He's well clear, 4 or 5 lengths to the good over a tired-looking Activist in second. Atreides is also showing very much signs of fatigue as well as they make their way towards the final flight now, and this just over land has given an exhibition of jumping out in front. Comes to the last now, ears pricked with an extending lead, got in a bit tight, fiddled it, but didn't need an exaggerated and extravagant leap at the last. Was just too far clear, and is going to stroll to success in this conditional jockey's handicap to close the card, racing up towards the line, just over land. Freddie Gingell, easy as you like. Activist has finished in second, Atreides in third, and then Tara Iti and Uncle Arthur.